Hey guys, it's Jen here with Tea and Tattered Things. Wanted to do another journal share with you today. This one is actually not listed on my Etsy. I made this one for my personal use, but I wanted to go ahead and do a flip through so I could show you guys what I have been working on. So today I am drinking one of my favorite peppermint teas. This is the Buttermint Tea by Twinings, and they add a vanilla flavor to the peppermint, so it tastes like those yellow buttermints that you get at like wedding receptions, and it's really yummy. So definitely recommend this one. Okay, so this is a fabric soft cover journal. It is 8.5 by 5 with a 1-inch spine, and it has about 90 pages in here. And like I said, I made this one for my own personal use. I wanted to start doing gratitude journaling more regularly. I wanted to do some visual journaling with that, but I just really wanted to focus on that with this journal. And I feel like when we think about gratitude, we think about like the big picture items like family, loved ones, jobs, financial stability. And, obviously those are all great. But I feel like we see that big picture and sometimes we miss the small things. It's kind of like a tapestry. Like a tapestry shows you an image, but it's made up of hundreds and thousands of tiny threads that form that image. So what I wanted to do is to focus on more of those little things, the little blessings. And so I have called this journal Threads. And it is tea themed because what other theme could I make? So I have some charms. This tassel is removable in case it irritates me while I'm journaling. And I have a key and a clock and then a little teapot charm. And then on the front, you can see here I have some tags, and they all have little teacup charms attached to them, and then I have a teacup charm attached here on the front. The closure is just sari silk ribbon that wraps around. It's attached to the spine with an eyelet. Uh-oh, I lost a tag. I will put it back where it goes. And the lace from the front comes around to form a pocket here, in which I've just tucked a couple pieces of ephemera, and then I just have a little token clipped here. This is a belly band that I have stitched onto the page and tucked a couple little things in here, and I went really grungy with this journal. For the journals that I sell, I'm a little more hesitant to do some of the grungy because I don't know how much other people will like it, but I knew that I was keeping this one, so have a lot of loose threads. A lot of my edges they're not even cut, they're torn and then pretty heavily distressed here. So I really went to town on this one. So here, this is a pocket made out of sheet music, and I have this little tea embellishment here. I'm going to do a video later about where I got these and how I make them. But I have a little booklet here because I wanted to have a list of things that I am thankful for, but I wanted to do a lot of visual journaling and art journaling in this space. So I use this booklet for some of my writing. I have created tags for this journal, and each of them has a little collage on it with a dictionary page definition, and this one says, are we going to focus? Yes, this one says thank and thankful, kind of in keeping with the theme. And then I'm just going to borrow this so I can show you. Each of these little envelopes that I have made for the tags to hold them is also a tuck spot. You can stick something there. I left this one pretty blank in terms of ephemera because, again, I knew that I was going to be using it on my journals that I sell. I tuck more things in them, more journal cards, more ephemera, because I don't know what the person who buys them, I don't know what they'll have, but I knew that I was going to be adding stuff later from my stash, so I left it pretty blank. But I do have a lot of textiles. I have some lace here, some writing paper. These are pockets with the torn paper edges again and stitched in the middle. This is a journal page that I have done already. It's my favorite chai blend from Stash. It's their holiday chai, and their tag says Cup of Joy. And that's what I really want to celebrate in this journal, is little moments of joy. So just did a little journaling, a little stamping, a little collage with the dictionary page and a button. Also, if you include tea bags in your journal like this, it makes your journal smell really good. So that's just a plus. Some textile collage here with some fabric from the front, some sari silk ribbon, book pages. This is another pocket. I've tucked some vintage photographs, and then I have another of those tea embellishments. Paper, this is another tag. This one says Tea Party on it, and it has, like the others, a little teacup attached. And a little envelope that's also a tuck spot. I left this middle spread blank so I could include some photographs later. I thought this would be a good place to do that. But to my little signature ties, I attached little tags from tea bags from your cups of tea. I just thought that was a really cute little touch there. Again, lots of blank paper. That's a pocket. Book pages. This is another tea embellishment. This is the pocket here. I'll have to do a tutorial on how I make these pocket pages because they're super easy, but they're great. This is just a distressed piece of muslin that I stitched to the page. This is that other side of that sheet music envelope, and then a side tuck here. I used some poetry pages in another one of my journals, my Poetic Spirit journal, and so from that same anthology I just included my favorite poem by Henry Wadsworth Longfellow, The Day Is Done. I just tucked that in there because I like to read that poem periodically. It's very peaceful. Another collaged tag. This one says Tattered, if it's gonna focus. There we go. On that beautiful Tim Holtz paper, I think we can all agree that the journaling world as a whole has a crush on Tim Holtz and his gorgeous papers. Another tea embellishment. This one is Earl Grey. Book pages, some more textile collage. Another pocket, some lace, another tea embellishment. This is a pocket that I created out of some sheet music. I am a musician, and my grandmother was a musician. I inherited a lot of her sheet music after she passed away. And so I had a duplicate in another book of this piece, so I turned this sheet music into an envelope. It actually has some of her handwriting on it of notes that she made to students, so that was really sentimental to me. And then in here I have a glassine bag. These are some pressed flowers from our rose bush. We bought our first house earlier this year, and it had this beautiful miniature rose bush in the back. And so I pressed some of those flowers and put them in this envelope, and then just a tag, writing the date that I harvested the flowers. So that was just a fun memory of our first house. My final tag, this one says Thread. And I have another blank middle spread for photographs when I add them. And again, used the little tags from tea bags on my signature ties. This is the other side of that sheet music envelope. Tea embellishment, book pages, some more distressed muslin. And getting to the back here, a little more textile collage. Tea embellishment on a book page, pockets here, and then a side tuck here. And then at the end, the lace also forms a pocket here. So that is my most recent. If you love the cover, if you like this fabric, or if you want a journal that's similar in style, I have more of this material. You can request a custom journal through my Etsy shop, Tea and Tattered Things. And also, I have ventured into the world of Instagram, so you can find me there with the same name, Tea and Tattered Things. If you liked what you saw today, please like and share this video. Please subscribe to my channel and check out my Etsy store. Thank you.